we have something in common, which is we both used to work at NBC. When I was doing late night, I'm told that you worked there in the building at 30 Rock. What were you doing there?
I was an editor for the local news. So I worked at WNBC and I worked the overnight shift because I was easy to get along with. I was tipsy all the time. And it was like a midnight to 9:30 a.m. shift. So I would do stand up at night, do a couple of shows, Barking in People, free comedy show, all that stuff, and then go to 30 Rock. And sometimes, now I'm spilling the tea. Sometimes I would bring comedians back with me because back then security wasn't what it is now. You know, This is like even before like 9/11 and stuff. And so I would bring comedians with me and I would take them to your set to take pictures. Yes. Like I was like,
so you'd come, so you would come to the late night set, to my set, and you guys would hang out there, like at the desk and the chair and all that?
No, it wasn't like the bleachers and Friday Night Lights. We weren't like, it's Conan stuff. Like, we respected your space, but we were just like, we never sat in your chair, okay?
Well, trust me,
never sit in the host chair.
You could have easily done that, because I'll tell you my secret, which is when I was a writer on Saturday Night Live in my 20s, I sometimes used to wander the building at night, and I would go down to David Letterman's studio, which later became my studio, and I'd sit in his chair.
Oh!
And I didn't have any, I know you're showing me a lot more respect than I show Dave, and I admire him greatly. So I just thought a chair's a chair, and I would sit down and sometimes work on a sketch sitting at Dave's late night chair at like 2 a.m. when I was staying up all night. So
that is bold, but I guess you did get the juju. Maybe I should have sat in your chair.
If you had sat in my chair, you'd have taken that job from me immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it was so inspiring to just be one floor away and see what could have been. I remember working late night shifts and then also just watching your show and watching Greg Giraldo and Todd Lynn and all these amazing stand-ups and just thinking, okay, keep writing your jokes in between like the house fires that you have to edit. But even back then in my 20s, I was like, I love being a part of a production, but I can't work in an edit bay. I'm too cute not to have a window. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Your beauty is wasted in an edit room. That's why I'm so glad you got out of there. It's important that you got out of there.
Thank you.